Doug and PA back with another video. So guys, if you haven't heard, there is a Democratic candidate running in a race for a state Senate seat in Virginia, and they found that her and her husband have a Chatterbait account, and they do all sorts of lewd acts online for money, and her opponents found the page and put it out all over the place, and she's still running in the race. Now she's a nurse practitioner, a married mother of two, and she's still in the race. If this were a guy and they would have found that, it would have been over for him. But remember, guys, sex work, promiscuity is female empowerment now. And actually, she got more money from her female voting base because of this. So remember, politics is a dirty, dirty business, and the GOP on the other side are mailing out flyers with some of her lewd pictures and some of the quotes and stuff that she said online. So we're gonna get into this article and we'll see what's going on in Virginia. Before I do that, like the video, subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it. It shows you support me, what I'm doing over here. And guys, this is all fair game to me. And male politicians have been canceled for less. How she's still running in this race, I have no idea. And for me, you know, I have a bachelor's degree and a master's degree in policy. I think that public servants should be held to a higher standard. But that's just me. I don't know what you guys think about that. Let me know in the comments, and let's see what's going on in Virginia.
Virginia's Republican Party taking further steps to warn voters of the online sex scandal surrounding House candidate Susanna Gibson.
Tonight, new at 11, we're hearing what the governor has to say about the explicit political flyers that his
The governor is a GOP, just so you guys know.
party has mailed out. Riley Wyatt is joining us live now to explain. Riley, what's the governor saying?
Yeah, Makia Kurt, I asked Governor Youngkin about this campaign tactic, and he told me that he had not seen the mailers his own party sent out to thousands of voters, but he did have this to say about Susanna Gibson and the scandal that's followed her.
This candidate's personal life is something that candidate needs to explain to people, and the Democratic Party needs to have an opinion on this.
I agree, 100%. 100%. Guys, when you become a public figure, your personal life is open to scrutiny. Think about it. Would you want any of your politicians? Would you want any of your state senators or the president or the secretary of education to have been found busting it open on an online site for freaking $12.99 for the price of a value meal? No, guys. No, we have to draw the line somewhere. If you're a man or a woman, if you get caught doing this type of stuff online, you shouldn't even be able to stay in the race. If this were a man, he would have had to step down out of the race, but it's a woman.
These flyers began showing up in mailboxes in the 57th House District. The outside says do not open if you are under the age of 18 and warning, explicit material enclosed. Inside are censored quotes and screenshots from Democrat Susanna Gibson's public porn live stream. In these videos, she allegedly performed sex acts with her husband and asked viewers to pay them money.
Nurse practitioner. So she has a bachelor's of science in nursing, and she has a master's in nurse practitioner sciences, whatever it is. Married mother of two, guys. Begging for money on a site. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. And why? Nurse practitioners make good money, and I don't know what her husband does, but what do they need this money for enough to be doing this stuff? Because once again, this stuff is online forever. What was she thinking? And for any of you who are thinking about doing OnlyFans or Chatterbait or anything like that, you don't know where you're going to end up when you get older. She probably had no idea when she started this that she was going to run for politics. And the sad part about it is I think her page is still up, you guys. You can't make this stuff up.
Some 57th District voters I spoke with off camera tell me it seemed a tad extreme to push out her explicit content, even though it is something they say voters should know about. Political analyst Larry Sabato says it's unclear whether the flyers will hurt Gibson's campaign.
They have decided that this will benefit their candidate. You wonder whether perhaps a private survey indicated that Susanna Gibson was doing better than they expected her to, because that is a very competitive district. It could even be said that under certain circumstances, it leans Democratic.
Gibson's campaign biting back in a statement accusing her opponent David Owen and the Virginia GOP of attempting a desperate attack to distract from the real issues. Governor Youngkin had this to say.
David Owen's a great candidate, and he's looking forward, and he's being very clear about what he's going to do for Virginians. Rein in cost of living and lower taxes and support law enforcement and stand up for educational excellence and make sure that students, in fact, have their parents engaged in their lives. That's what our candidates are doing. And if there's a candidate that needs to explain something, I suggest that the candidate do it and the Democrat Party do it.
Yep, I agree. You know, if it's a guy and he is caught doing something crazy, well, like I said at the beginning of the video, public servants elected into office, and I even think public servants hired into office, police officers, you know, they need to be held to a higher standard. You don't want someone policing your community, you know, being found dealing drugs, or, you know, I did a story earlier on my channel where a woman was a Detroit police officer, and she got found busting it open for $12.99 a month on OnlyFans, and she got fired, as they should. Why do we even have to have a conversation about this?
I reached out to David Owen's campaign for comment tonight, but never heard back. Live and on your side at Virginia State Capitol, I'm Riley White.
Did you sleep last night?
So,
Oh, yeah.
It's like Christmas morning.
So what it comes down to is she might win because the support from women actually increased when this came out. No matter how sad that sounds, and unfortunately promiscuity and, you know, showing yourself online as part of female empowerment, she could win. And Virginia is going to have a state senator where a serving state senator where you can see her doing acts with her husband online and begging for money. But that's a sad state we're in right now. Let me know what you think about this in the comments. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'll catch you on the next one.